Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Some of us are familiar with these three men, some of us aren't. If you're familiar with them, you will recall, right, they were there with each other. They stood against temptation, they stood against trials, they stood against Nebuchadnezzar, right, or thrown into the fiery furnace together, and certainly Jesus was there with them. But when I think about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, if we recall them, if we don't recall them, what I think about the power of friendship, the power to have Christian brothers and sisters that are next to you. And when I think about friendship, certainly I know this, that God has created us to be in community with each other. And friendship can be hard, friendship can be difficult. And if you don't feel like you have a Christian friend, right, please know first of all you do, it's Jesus. Right? He's your friend, and He's so close to you, and He's there for you. But certainly Jesus wants us to go beyond that, right, and have Christian friends and be a Christian friend for others. So I pray that you experience Christian friendship if you haven't done so already. And if you do have Christian friends, that you would deepen those friendships as we go through this devotional thought together. First of the three truths that I think of, three scriptures I think of when it comes to friendship, is in Luke chapter 5, I believe it is, where Jesus is in a home, He's teaching the good word, right, ministering to people, and all of a sudden the roof caves in, doesn't cave in, it falls apart, and all of a sudden friends lower another friend down in front of Jesus. And when I think about this friendship that was taking place between these men and their paralyzed friend and how they brought their friend to Jesus, I'm reminded how we are called to bring our friends to Jesus. Right? And what does that look like? It can look different ways, but certainly, most certainly, I pray that you have a Christian friend who prays for you, who lifts up your burdens to God, who intercedes on your behalf, and that we will be Christian friends who do that. When we know our friends are going through something difficult, that we bring them to Jesus, we remind them of Jesus, we pray for them, we intercede for them, we pray with them. That's what Christian friends do, and that's how God's created us to be there for each other. Just like those friends that brought their friend to Jesus to be healed, right? That we would bring our friends to Jesus to be healed. Second thing when I think of Christian friends is from Hebrews chapter 10 and Hebrews chapter 3 and other scriptures that say this. Let us encourage one another on. Right? That's what Christian friends do. We encourage each other. We lift each other up. We high-five each other. We celebrate with each other. Right? We push each other to the greater beyond to live by faith. We encourage each other. We bless each other. So I don't know if you've had a friend do that for you, but I certainly know that God's calling you to be that friend to encourage somebody today. That's what friends do. And the third truth I think of comes from Proverbs chapter 17. It says, faithful are the wounds of a friend. What does that mean? Well, I think of Ephesians chapter 4:15, right? Speak the truth in love to each other, to your friends. There's something deep about a friendship, and Proverbs also says this, iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. Friends call each other out. Right? That's what we do. We speak the truth in love. We don't exasperate our friends, but if we know our friends, right, do it. Do it. Call each other out, right? God calls us to be friends like that. And again, certainly, I hope that you know this is Jesus. He is the greatest friend of all. He does call us out. Right? His Spirit can fix us of the things that are not of Him. He is encouraging us, giving us the data boys, data girls, right? Lifting us up, blessing us, and certainly He is there to heal us and to give us strength in our trials. And so we have Jesus, but we also have one another. May we be friends that speak the truth and love to each other, encourage each other, and bring each other to Jesus, intercede for each other as we go through trials. Be blessed, and let's experience what Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego experienced. Let's be there for each other.